Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We got everybody moved over to their new home. Everybody seems to be doing fantastic. I've been monitoring the parameters regularly and they're just loving it. Plants are doing great. Except that guy floated up. I'll have to get him replanted. But anyways, the in-tank filter I built is doing great. I switched back to the low flow outlet, and they all seem to like that a lot more than the spray bar, so I may have to do a bit more vacuuming to get some of the crud off the bottom. But the fish seem a lot more active. They're not just hunkered down by the rocks. They kind of explore. We'll feed them in a minute, but I don't know if you could hear it through the video, but my pump just crapped out. And one of the things with this tank was to make it easy to maintain, so let's do that. Let's change out the pump, see how quick we can do it. So I've made several upgrades to the system. One of it is the lighting. I like this lighting. I can very easily put it up on this shelf here. It's clear out of the way. This guy, I can just swing over onto the other tank, slide the lid back, and I got full access. I can change the foam, clean it out, and pull this out. I can check on what's going on, check on the heater. As you can see, I got some clay balls in there for biological filtration. I might choose something different in a minute, but we'll see how this goes. But on to the pump. That was a Pond Master pump. Simple tabletop fountain pump. I'm going to go get another one at Canadian Tire right now, because that completely ruins the peacefulness of this. I can't get past it. There's one of the things that drove me nuts about this filter was it made a similar sound when you choked it down. I've taken it apart, I've cleaned it, I've checked it out. I think it's just worn out. I've had this pump for a couple years now. And you know, they run constantly. It owes me nothing by now because I paid about 30 bucks for it. So I think it's time to spend another 30 bucks and get a new one. But anyways, before I get any further distracted, let's go to Canadian Tire and get ourselves a pump. Okay, the first step here will be to get the old pump out. I gotta say, that was pretty easy. Done. So next, I just got to open up the new pump, figure out how to hook it up, and get it in. This is a Pond Boss fountain pump. That's my dog. Okay, so that couldn't have gone any easier. I just had to shorten this a little bit because the pump is a little bit taller than the old one. There you go. Pump changed. Okay, so if you don't take into account the time it took to go and pick up the pump, changing it out took about 20 minutes, if that. I consider that a big win because one of the design elements of this in-tank filter was to make it very easy to service. I can clean the filter in about 5 minutes, and I just proved I can change the pump in about 20. Probably get it down to 10 to 15. The new pump also has a little bit more horsepower than the old pump, so I'll have to tone it back just a little bit. It seems a little bit too fast moving for them right now. You see how they're all hunkering down at the bottom there. I'm gonna see how they like it though, because to be honest, the more water you're putting out of your filter, the more water you're taking into your filter, and the more water you're processing through the filter, the cleaner your tank will be. If you've made it this far, thank you very much. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. And if you like the content, please consider dropping a like or becoming a subscriber. Stay tuned for further updates, and have some fun out there.